11.2.2. Determine the length of
NQ.
NQ. And then I believe this is the last question for the paper, guys. The very last question on the paper. Determine the length of NQ. I don't know how to start here because there are so many ways. So many ways. Guys, okay, you wanna suggest something, then we can just with little alternatives if we can.
What I had done was I calculated this angle over here, and then I calculated that angle over there, and I was going to use either the sine rule or the cosine rule, one of those.
That's...
Shall we try that, Nelson?
Yeah.
Or do you have a faster way?
I don't think so. Let's just do any. There are for sure more than 10 ways.
Yes.
This question is open because it's the last question, guys.
Okay, so let's start with actually calculating what this angle here is, and we're going to use the cos rule.
Cos rule because 3 sides are given. Just think of your own way so far. Think of your own way.
There really is a
it's more than 10.
So many ways that you can do this.
So many ways.
Okay, so this is a bit of a long way. I just like it this way. So we're going to take the side across over here. So you're going to have that
1 squared.
1 squared is going to be equal to 1.25 squared plus 0.75 squared minus 1.25 times 0.75 times the
cosine of R.
I'm just going to call it R.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we need to simplify this, which is where the issues come in.
So how do you need to, should we get this first?
Yes, so we're going to have 1 squared minus 1.25 squared.
Oh, should I just put everything together? Minus
1.25 squared.
1.25 squared and then minus?
Minus 0.75 squared.
Yebo.
Okay, and we are going to divide all of this by minus 1.25 times 0.75.
And then which is cos R. Can I give the top answer?
Yes.
The top answer, let's see if it's a decimal, minus 1.125. And then divided by, is that 2? Do multiply, we have that 2 minus, okay, let's for example, is this 2 things?
Yes.
And then we always minus 2, ne? Is that 2? Minus 2 of that. And then from there, that 2 must go with that.
Yes.
Sorry, close.
Thank you so much, Nelson, for looking out for my algebra.
So that is 2 then. And then the bottom one is going to be minus, ne? Obviously.
Minus
2. 2 times 1.25
times 0.75
times 0.75. I get just a decimal 1 comma is still minus, ne?
Minus 1
comma 875.
Okay,
it's your
cos of R.
Yeah, so do we need that angle? We assume it's going to be in the first quad, ne? So 1 comma 125. So I divide 1 comma 875. Okay, just check my.
Yes, that's perfect, and we get
53.13.
53.13 degrees.
So which is angle?
R. Okay. Then this is a long way around. So now we're going to look for angle P. Okay.
Because what is the aim here? When you get that angle there, we established it. And then we just suspect that angle P can be 90 degrees.
Yes, I have a suspicion.
Once we prove that P is 90 degrees, then things start to unpack.
Then we can just use our ratios.
Yeah.
We can get the answer that way. Okay. So now we're going to need to use this again.
So
let me actually draw that very, very quickly. Okay, so we have P over here.
Yeah, that small one.
And it's 1.5, 2.5, and 2. So we have 1.5, 2.5, and 2. And we want this angle over here.
Can we do theorem Pythagoras quickly?
Yes.
We can test it. Let's test.
Okay.
Which one is the biggest?
So
the theorem Pythagoras, guys, will tell us if it's 90 degrees or not.
Yes.
I mean, that's quick. Otherwise, if it's not 90 degrees, we need to think of other ways. Okay.
Okay, so we have 2.5 and all of that squared.
And then
Let's
a
try
line,
minus 2 squared, and we take the square root of this, and this should give you, let's see what that side is. It's pk. Okay, Nelson, let's test.
I mean, it's another way of testing.
Okay.
It's the square root of
2.5 squared.
Minus
2 squared.
Which is 4. Right. I'm getting 1.5.
1.5. okay, which is PK. Therefore, angle
P.
P. Let me actually get what the other side was as well. PM. There was M over here. So KPM equals to 90 degrees, and you can just say that it's Pythagoras.
Pythagoras.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we have angle R. We know that this is 90. We also have this whole side over here, which is 3.25. Okay.
Okay.
And what we
Now-
want is
Q, Q, N. So we can actually draw this diagram quickly on the next slide and given the information.
okay. So let's actually just draw a little triangle and summarize everything that we
the triangle
have
that we actually need.
so far. So we know that this angle here is 90. We know that this angle here is 53.13. What we
then
need is
QN, we need
Okay.
to put QR, Q there, R there,
QR,
P there.
P,
But
and
then
then
so
we
like this
have
triangle,
N. Is it something like that, Nelson?
it was like something like starting here, this by the side here.
Okay.
And then, another one went that way, which we're not actually interested in.
Yes.
So,
Okay, so we know that's 90. We know that this here is 0.75. We are given that this side here is
it's a matter of adding these two sides, 3.2,
3.25.
25.
Okay. And what we're going to first calculate is what QR is. Okay. So we have the adjacent side. What we want is the hypotenuse of the triangle. So we're going to say that the cos of 53.13 is going to be equal to the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse, which is QR. Now we're going to solve for QR. QR is going to be the
3.25
3.25 divided by
cos.
cos of 53.13. And
So
this is
I'm
going
getting
to
5.42,
be 5.42
which is QR.
units. Okay.
Yeah.
But this is not what the question asked. The question asked for what Qn is. Okay.
But it's the same straight line
So Qn is equal to QR
minus
minus,
NR.
let me actually write that out, minus
NR.
NR. Okay. And this is going to be
QR is
42 minus 0.75.
which amounts to 4.67
4.67
units.
units.
Yes, because it's the length, QN.
And that is the answer after a very long method.
Right, guys, as we said, think of your own way. Okay, we can still try another method. This question is long. It's 6 marks. You know, in mathematics, 6 marks is going to be very long. Guys, on this note, we have reached the end of the paper. This paper was challenging. I liked it. It's just like so many concepts in it.
Yes, the geometry was especially difficult.
Yes. So, guys, but geometry, you just need to understand your theorems. Trigonometry, you just need to understand your cast diagram and your compound angles and double angles. Analytical geometry, grade 11 analytical geometry is fine. You just need the circle analytical geometry, which is grade 12. Okay, the two circle equations, centered at the origin and away from the origin. Okay, just practice, guys. Then you will get this stuff.
Yes, and also with your theorems, don't memorize them as theorem 1, theorem 2,
No,
theorem 3.
know how to study it.
Yes, know what they are.
Yeah, know how to study it. Guys, on that note, see you in the next paper.
And good luck with everything. I hope your exams go well.